Hello, my kings and queens. How are you doing? I would like to say that you are your own worst enemy. Excuse the voice, by the way, if it's a little hoarse, but the show must go on. But as I was saying, you are your own worst enemy, especially with if you're a man and you always had a hard time with ladies, if you had an on and off relationship with them, if you have a tumultuous or you had tumultuous relationship, a turbulent relationship where it goes high and low. That's almost every man's situation. But please don't give up, and please don't be ashamed of your quirky offbeat personality. Once again, as I said in the other video, your personality, your dancing is a reflection of your personality. If you dance, sometimes you know how to dance, sometimes you might be a little offbeat occasionally. That's a reflection of your personality. But once again, and don't go by the way it looks like too. If you see ladies talk to other dude, and it seems as if they don't want to be bothered with you, because then you're discouraging yourself, you're frustrating yourself, you're beating yourself up, you make more work for yourself. I know it could be uncomfortable, you may not know what to do, but you do know what to do deep down inside, so you gotta dig deep down inside and come to the epiphany, the realization is the ladies gonna like me, whether the ladies, I'm not changing for no one. They either like me or they don't. They either like me or not. And I know those notes is gonna hurt at first, but it's gonna build you up. It's gonna make you stronger. Where you can handle anything. Where you can take on the world. Please trust me. Where you can change the world. Where you can change other people's life too. So if it seems as if the lady's giving me mediocre energy, that's temporary. It depends on how much you go. Well, not chase the ladies, but approach the ladies. I should say that. And at first, 90% of the ladies gonna give you one word answers or act as if they want you to go away. But if you give them keywords or the buzzwords, then they may light up as a Christmas tree. Therefore, please don't give up or throw the towel or say hands up. Even if you approach the first girl, the second girl, the third girl, the 10 girls, keep on going. You never know, because the ladies who seem as if they wasn't into you, they actually do like you. The ladies who seem as if they might like you, they might not be the one for you. You understand? Yeah. So I don't want you to keep for cutting yourself short or selling yourself short, I should say, because there's dudes who's that's qualified than you who's getting ladies right now. If they could do it, so can you. You know, if you're not saying that you're better than anybody, but know your worth. And another thing too is if you are a nice guy, the ladies will treat you nice. They'll give you a dance out of sympathy or pity. You don't want that. If you see, so the ladies will go by how you treat yourself or your demeanor. So if you're a nice guy, the ladies will be nice, and that's okay. But it could go so long or last for so long. If you're good, the ladies will treat you good. If you're great, the ladies will treat you great. So look at it as getting back to what I am saying to you. Therefore, please don't be afraid to actually what you want to eat, no matter how big it is. Because if you ask for small, ladies will give you small, or they won't give you anything at all. You understand? So, going back to what I, not to sound a parakeet, get out of here. If you are nice to yourself, the ladies will treat you nice. If you're good to yourself, the ladies will treat you good. If you are great to yourself, the ladies will treat you great. So it's a reflection of you as a man. You understand? You can handle these ladies more than you know. Don't be afraid of saying jokes. Don't overplay now. But if you have two jokes that pop in your head, even if they like your family member, you say, you can't take away my family members. They're not for sale. I'll share them with you, but I need my family members back. Don't be afraid if they take it the wrong way. You could just say, "I'm just playing," and then you explain yourself. You're a good communicator. You're a good orator. Therefore, the way you treat yourself or the way you behave, your demeanor is similar to a totem pole. You want to get as high the totem pole as possible. Well, not like that, but you know what I mean, or a totem ladder. So you won't get the wrong So the totem ladder. If you are nice, you're at the bottom at the ladder. If you are great or be the best version of yourself, there you go. You're at the top of the totem ladder. You don't believe me? But this is serious. This is crucial for your development. Another thing too is when you go to the club and dancing with the ladies, and a lady randomly dance in front of you. That's great at all, but don't get dependent on that because then you expect that all the time. As if you are a good worker. You expect people to give you tips all the time or give you gifts, and it might not happen that way. You might be disappointed. You might say, "I'm doing all this work for nothing, and nobody's thanking me. Nobody is approving or appreciating what I'm doing." So that's why you had to be your biggest cheerleader, more so than the ladies. You gotta give yourself the best self love more than ever. You hear me? This is really important. It's nice when people show recognition and acknowledgement, but don't depend on them to do so every day, because then you'll be in for a rude awakening. If you expect them to say, "Thank you, I give you money, I give you tips every day," then you might be miserable. You might become bitter and say, "How come didn't thank me for all the stuff that I did? I've been great. I've been good to them. And this is how they repay me." Then you may not put in the same effort or quality of work that you did in the past because you was getting something. So please don't do tit for tat. And that's how it is when you dance with the ladies. If the ladies dance in front of you or on you, let's keep it real now. Hope there's no kids around. That's great, but that's extra. That's a cherry on top. That's a sprinkle. It's not necessary. So don't say, "Oh, I'm going to clubs for the ladies to dance in front of me and dance on me," because they may do it every once in the blue moon, but please don't expect to do so every day. When you least expect it, that's when you be surprised. That's when the sweeter the surprise, the more pleasant the surprise when you least expect it. So if you expect a lady to dance in front of you, when she doesn't do it, then you get upset that you want to leave the club early. You just got there. It's great if she dances in front of you, but if she doesn't, that's great too. The main thing that I want you to get from this video is to not be afraid of being yourself. Yourself is enough. And if it's not enough for the lady, that's on her. Shame on her. It's on her. It's not on you. Don't compromise your dignity for no woman. Even if all the ladies is going to that same dude. Even if the other dude's a pretty boy. But you're good looking too. You're handsome. But you may not know how to. They're not used to you yet. Because you are afraid of being yourself. You care about what too many people think, and that's coming across as unattractive to ladies. So even though you're good looking on the outside, they may look at you as overall unattractive when you care what they think, when you become needy, clingy, and desperate. And that's where when you expect a lady to dance in front of you, that's where the needy and desperation comes from. And another thing too is, even if she dances on you and the music stops, before the music stops playing, she stops suddenly or abruptly before the music stops playing, you still can say, "Hey, what happened to the dance? The song not over?" And see what she says. That if she just still want to dance with somebody else or dance with her lady friends, that's her prerogative, that's her choice, that's her discretion. Don't hold it against her. She was being nice to you, and ask another lady, not, maybe not to dance on you. Once again, you want to be desperate, but feel it out. Read the room, read the ladies. If they are liking your vibe, if they like your sense of humor, if they like what you bring to the table, then see what happens. Just go play it by ear. Go by her emotions. Go by her body language. That's important. Read the lady body language. But you can assert yourself. And once again, you could ask for big things. It's your right. Because here's the thing. The reason I keep on saying this, the main thing is to get better with communicating with women. Because if you don't, then they'll look at you as a child and keep on going to the other dudes and um, go right through you, ghost you, act as if you're as act as if you're invisible and you're in the room. You say, "Here I am, ladies," but you gotta speak up and demand respect. And ladies are similar to an A on a table. The teacher's not gonna give you the A. You gotta grab the A. And you gotta grab the ladies' attention by force. And I'm not trying to condemn, contradict myself. You gotta, ladies want you to be aggressive, but you can't overdo it. You gotta find that algorithm. You gotta find that momentum. You gotta find that balance without being too forceful with it, without being too demanding, domineering with it. You gotta know when to pull back. Be aggressive, but know when to pull back, know when to walk away. Uh, Pick your battles, choose your battles. If that makes sense. And another thing too, you don't have to be a great dancer. If your dancing skills is a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10, that is enough. Uh, Dances I recommend that you do, if you dance with ladies at a club or at a party, is the two-step. That's quite easy. Or the bounce. But you gotta be smart. You gotta do the two-step smart. Meaning you can't be a robot. Even if you say, "I'm doing a two-step," and she's still not dancing because it's how you doing the two-steps. Are you being relaxed? But if you're being stiff and robotic with it, she's not gonna want any part of you. But if you do it with a little style, with a little flavor, with a little flair, then she'll dance the night away with you. Or most ladies will dance the night away with you. Do the two-step, do the bounce, do the running man. That's all you need. Those three dances. Switch it up, and you can do an 8 count. So you can do two-step with the 8 count. Then you switch it up with the bounce, 8 count. Then you can do the running man. Then you can do the soldier boy, the young jock, bike, the biker, hand move the dirt off your shoulders, the lean with it, rock with it, driving version. There's so many variations you can do with the two-step, but you gotta be on beat and practice when you're at home. Practice for that big party. Practice every day if you can't, similar to driving. It may not happen overnight, but you gotta keep on cracking at it, chipping at it. Then you'll get better, and the ladies will get comfortable and want to dance with you. But remember, it's not all about dancing with the ladies; it's about talking and communicating with them. That's the bigger part. Dancing is fun and nice because it does break the ice and it can help you to be in a more relaxable and confident state. But don't depend on dancing similar to not depend on the ladies dancing on you. She does, she does. If she doesn't, life goes on. You can still have fun with the lady not dancing on you. So once again, not to sound a parakeet, but I gotta infiltrate this so you could get it. It's my jurisdiction. But seriously, what I want to say, look at me with my big words. Okay, focus. Underlay. Okay. What I want to say is, if the lady does dance with you, but then she abruptly stop dancing in front of you, what are you gonna do? That's crucial. That's where you could be the leader and take the lead. But you gotta do so beforehand while she's dancing on you. She's waiting for you to take the lead. Because if you let her do all the work, she said, "Oh, I'm tired," or "This is getting boring." You're not doing any of the work. I'm doing the work. She's not gonna dance on you forever. 1, 2, 3 minutes. That's sufficient time. You know that might not seem like a lot of time, but give yourself 1 to 3 minutes for the lady to dance on you. But if you take the lead, then it could be 5 minutes. You can stretch that for 5 minutes. If you put your hand on her hips and you follow her movements, but then you could control the movement too at the same time. Once again, you dream the lady dancing in front of you is similar to the steering wheel. It is similar to driving, believe it or not. If you can handle the lady dancing in front of you and have your hands on her hips, and you could control the movement instead of her controlling you. And that's when she stopped dancing abruptly because you had lost control, or she thought might not have been scared, but she thought you didn't know what you was doing. She said, I knew what I was doing. You didn't know what you was doing. And remember, women, they're not going to tell you in their face. They'll tell you with their actions. They said, you wasn't man enough for me, so I had to go with my lady friends. I had to go with another dude. They'll rarely tell you the reason why they left you or the reason why they stopped being around you. Even if she's not your girlfriend, even once again going back with the dancing, she won't say you wasn't taking the lead, so that's why I left you. They'll never tell you that. So you can't go by the women's words. You gotta go with their actions. So that's why that's crucial. You can control the woman movement for the most part. If I was overdoing it, I know I gotta be crystal clear, but it's serious stuff. You understand? So don't let her do all the work, because then she'll feel cheated, or feel as if you take advantage, or feel as if you don't know what you're doing. Either one of those thoughts might pop up into her mind, because she is testing you, even though it is a good start if the lady's dancing on you. And I'm not making this video entirely on this, but I'm just trying to help you to maintain your frame as a man, maintain your manhood. So if she stop dancing with you, I just don't want you to stop dancing, period, while everybody else is dancing. I'm not saying you look Cupid. I don't want you to feel embarrassed or humiliated or awkward. I'm helping you to embrace that awkwardness, turn that awkwardness into whatever you want. Turn that awkwardness into alpha male. That's what I'm saying. Be and own your awkwardness. You can be confident in being awkward. You can turn that awkwardness into positive. You can turn that awkwardness into optimistic. You can turn that awkwardness into um, being dramatic in a good way. You understand? So if she stop dancing with you, that doesn't mean you go home. Or if she stop dancing on you, that doesn't mean that you stand there, freeze, choke up, and don't know what to do. You do not know what to do. You can ask her what happened to my dance. If she doesn't give you a reason and want to go with her friends or with another dude, that's fine. But don't wait too long. You confront her in a light way, nice way, in a couple of seconds, 30 seconds to a minute. If you want to give her a minute, you can. You want to give her breathing room. She's dancing with her friends. Give her a minute or two, but not too long. Don't wait 10 or 15 minutes, because she'll go to another dude if she has a nice body, if she's a good looking lady. Remember, waiting for 15 minutes is over. Depending on how, since most women move quick, not I mean not in a bad way, but how they go talk to people, how they're social parties, how they're a people person. Ladies are automatically people person. You understand? So if the lady dances with you, but she stops abruptly, still respect her and say thank you for the dance. But you don't have to though. But you can still respect her for not wanting to dance with you anymore. You can confront her, but if she doesn't answer you or get back to you, you still respect her wishes. If she doesn't continue to dance with you, even if you want to dance with her some more, you could ask your right. That's your right as a man, but respect her right as a woman. If she ends the dance prematurely, then you expect her to. I think that makes sense. I know that makes sense. You understand? I've not talked a lot about this, but I want you to grasp and understand this too. That your day doesn't have to end if the lady stop dancing with you. I don't want you to go in the corner, feel sorry for yourself. So if the ladies grab your hand and want to dance with you, you have fun. But then when they stop dancing with you, and the front ends, the party ends, no. You, even if you have to dance by yourself for a little while, you continue to do so. So once again, the lady dance on you, great. But she stopped. You can do the two-step. You can do the bounce. You could do so many different moves that it's crazy. And remember, as I said, dancing with the ladies, or if the ladies dancing on you is similar to drive. I recommend that you dance right before you drive, because they do go hand to hand. They really do. You dance on beat, you can drive on beat. dance offbeat, then your driving might be out of control. And the way you're gonna survive dancing with the ladies or dancing by yourself or with driving, you gotta relax. You gotta breathe in, breathe out. Your body has to be not as tense. You have to work on your hip movements, moving your hip from side to side, left to right, front and back, and bending those knees. And another thing too, to help you loosen up, if you have to use the bubble machine to help loosen you up, if you have to do it every day at, at the club, so be it. If that's going to help you to have fun, that's going to help you have a good time. And sometimes the bubble machine doesn't have to be on it. If you have to use the bubble machine, it's not on as a prop to help you to dance with rhythm, then so be it. Whether it's with the ladies or without the ladies. And once again, as I always tell you, when you go to a club, it's good to talk to ladies or dance with ladies first, but maybe dance with yourself because remember, as I told you in the other video, you want to show the ladies that you enjoy the single life, that you don't need a lady to define you. As the ladies always say, that they don't need a man to define them. You don't need a lady to define your happiness. So when the ladies see that you are single and ready to mingle, it starts with you dance with yourself. It starts with you loving yourself. So I recommend that you dance to your favorite song. But I know sometimes you gotta challenge yourself too now, and there could be songs that you don't like. Now with the songs that you don't like, you do the two step, you do the bop, or you can do the bounce, 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 bounce. Hey. And another thing too is when you get comfortable talking to ladies, you can talk to the ladies. You can talk to ladies. Let's say you have 7 days at the club. Talk to as many ladies as you want. Make sure that they're single now. And don't be afraid of talking to them in groups. And even if most or all of them act as if they're not interested after you approach them, don't give in so easily. Don't give up. Don't get discouraged. Don't get frustrated. Don't get upset because they're not used to a guy like you. See, what I'm trying to say is you could be an AGM. What is that? That is an alpha gentle man. You know what I'm saying? You got to be just an alpha male where the dude's just tough and are dominating and demanding. You'd have to be. See? So you're used to being a unique alpha. You could change the alpha mode. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So instead of being AM as other alpha dudes, you could be AGM. If you are a nice dude, you can still be an alpha nice dude. That's what I'm getting at. You don't have to just keep being nice to everybody and the people pleaser. So you could be an alpha gentleman. In other words, you could be a classy alpha male. You could be a dignified alpha male by keeping your dignity. You could be a smart alpha male. You could be a creative alpha male. You could be a genius alpha male. You could be an intelligent alpha male. The list goes on and on. So you got to follow the other alpha male dude by being a alpha male, or a bad alpha male, a Pookie, a Ray Ray, a Tyrone alpha male. You could be your own alpha male. You could customize that alpha male. You could change the game. You could take alpha male to the next level. You could break the alpha male barrier where ladies think that alpha males are bad boys or dudes who just mean to ladies. But you can show them that there's another way to be an alpha male. You know how to treat the ladies. Make sure that the ladies treat you with respect too. You can be an alpha male who's fair with the ladies, who's reasonable with the ladies, who's level-headed with the ladies, who doesn't curse the ladies out. So let's test out this AGM, shall we? Alpha gentle man or alpha gentle. Now I'm a gentleman. I'm an alpha gentleman. So if the lady say, "Where you going?" You got to say, "Oh, I'm going to the bathroom." That's a beta move. See, that's when she tests you for a trap. You can say, "I'll be right back," or "I'll be right there." If she says, "Where you going?" You say, "I'll be right back." I'll be right there. See, that's a alpha gentle male strategy. Now, the typical alpha male by saying, if a lady says, "Where you going?" It said, "That's my business," or "You leave that to me," or "Nowhere." That's what most alpha males would do if a lady says, "Where you going?" Or another alpha male dude may say, um, "Don't worry about it," or "None of your business," or "Look at you with your nosy self." See, that's what other alpha male dudes how they respond to ladies, and they don't care if the lady get upset or curse them out. They'll know how to handle them. But if you want to be tone it down a little bit, you could do the alpha gentle man strategy, where you're not nice, and I mean you're in the middle. You're reasonable with her. How you don't let the ladies, how you don't tell the ladies all your business. How you tell the ladies, you make them work for it. Or you don't automatically answer all their questions. Where they say, "Where you going? How old are you?" And another example could be for an alpha gentleman. If she says, "How old are you?" You can say, "Guess," or you can say, "I'll tell you how old am I if you tell me how old you are." That's alpha gentleman strategy. But the main thing I want you to get from the video is that God, well, I won't say God, but no, well, maybe I will. I'll say God might want you to go to club for 7 days without acting a fool, without losing your ever loving mind. And you talk to as many ladies as you can. The first day might hurt as heck, where you talk you talk to 10 or 12 ladies, but it seemed as if none of them was interested. The second day may hurt like heck, because the same results may happen. The third day may hurt like heck, but the fourth or fifth day, ladies start opening up to you and start adding you to their circle and start talking to you and start wanting to dance with you, because they see that you're being consistent with consistency with the ladies is key. Where you stand your ground, where you stick up for your self, you stick up for your personality by saying, "This is me. I'm not changing myself for anybody. I'm not cutting my hair for anybody. I'm not cutting my beard for anybody. I'm not changing my chocolates for anybody. I'm not changing my teeth for anybody. I don't care." That's what the ladies want in you. You understand? Another thing, the best way you could go get over a lady if she did dance with you the first time or dance on you that first time, the best way to recover from it, if you had that in your head, you can't get it out your head, talk to as many ladies as possible. Talk to 100 till you won't feel it anymore. But if you just um, stop after that one lady dance on you, and you may feel it and think about it for a day, a week, a month, a year, or a decade. You want to go 10 years down the line, and I remember that one lady who danced on me. I'm trying to get that feeling again, but I can't help it because you're not proactive enough and talking to the ladies, and not just with ladies, your life in general. Do different things. Remember, I know I talk about it a lot. You can go for a drive. You can go for a jog. You can work out, journal write, go on the internet to do constructive things, work on your own business. You have a lot of ideas. You're very clever, resourceful, genius, witty, all that good stuff. So you got to keep on dwelling on that one lady dancing with you for a minute or two. But where did that get you? Where's that taking you? How's that working for you? And it take you anywhere because you didn't do anything about it. You didn't turn it into action. You just being passive about it and just reliving that one memory of the lady dancing on you. That's great. But what are you gonna do? You gotta build on it. You gotta establish that foundation. You do so by talking to as many ladies as possible, no matter how many times she says no, no matter how many times she says she has a boyfriend, no matter how many times she says she's busy, until the right one finds you, or till you find the right one. And look at it this way: if she says no, a better lady awaits for you. BWA, better woman awaits, or BLW, better lady awaits for you. That's what you have to say. When all these ladies are showing off, act as if they want to be bottled, act as if you beneath them, a superior lady wait for you. So when she feels that she's superior than you, God will bless you with a superior lady who It's perfect for you who outdoes all the lady who have turned you down. You got it. That's how it works. So you gotta continue. What doesn't hurt you makes you stronger. What doesn't reject you makes you stronger. So you reject yourself. You know the ladies might reject you, but you reject yourself by you stop trying. That's the biggest rejection. Not the lady saying no. Not her saying no, but when you say, I'm not doing this anymore, I'm tired of ladies saying no to me. That's the biggest rejection. That's the biggest failure. So don't look at her rejecting you. That's a failure. The rejection turns to a failure when you stop trying. When you feel sorry for little you. When you thinking that this is not going anywhere. When you're not. When you feel that you're not good enough. Your personality is not good enough. When you basically say that you don't matter to not only women but to the world. Your personality does matter. You do matter. I'm here to tell you that. You understand? You need to hear this. So keep that head up. Don't keep that head down. See, when she says no, you have your head down, don't you? I want you to keep that head up. Hold your head high and with pride. If she says no, take her like a trooper. Take her like a champion. Take her like Jordan did. When he lost, he still kept his head up. If he could do it, so can you. So keep that head up and continue to go after what you want. Well, if it's the ladies, but don't stop. Don't pull back. Don't hold back. You understand too? And that's another thing too. You playing it safe. And the ladies, they smell it too. They smell you playing it safe with them too. That they can see it. And when they see that you playing safe, they may call you out on it. They may call you a phony. But well, they might not really call you a phony, but their actions. Remember, their action. The body language. They push you. They'll push you away from them with their actions, not their words. Saying thanks, but I'll go this way. Or thanks, you could go now. They'll dismiss you because you are playing it too safe, too PG. Don't play PG. Once again, AG. Play it AGM. Alpha Gentleman. Play it mixed with PG-13 and rated R. Remember. What I'm saying is, when the woman stop dancing with you, look at it as it's a pat on the head or pat on the back. But you could turn that quick dance that a woman did to you into a friendship, a relationship, a marriage. You really can. Not with that lady, or maybe it can be with that lady, or with women in general. You understand? You can't stop. Don't let up. Or another thing too is be yourself. But if people is giving you pointers, hear what they have to say. You could do both. You could be yourself and hear what they have to say by saying, "I'll take another consideration." I'll think about it. That's AGM at its finest. Doesn't get any better than that. And one more tip that I want to tell you is when you must use the courage to do the line dancing songs, whether it's a Jerusalem, whether it is the Kadak Joe, whether it's the Lucenso by Don Omar. I think I said the song name right, Lucenso. I think the Lucenso does a more challenging song. I think that's even more difficult than the Jerusalem and Kadak Joe put together. That's my opinion. You could correct me if I'm wrong. But if you want to do either one of those line dancing songs, if nobody knows how to do it, what do? You can do the conga line. You can shout out conga line. Even if nobody does it, if you want to do the conga line by yourself, so be it. See, that's how you improvise. That's how you be creative. See, God bless you with that improvisation skills. Don't let it go to waste for nobody. Don't care how pretty the lady is. If you want to do the conga line dance, it doesn't have to be for the conga song. It could be for, once again, the Jews Lama, the Kadak Joe, or the Lucenso song by Don Omar. You could shout out conga line. Or if you don't know how to do the Lucenso song yet, you could do the two-step or the bop or the bounce movement. But once again, mix it up. Please don't be a robot, because then that's when you get dizzy. You talk yourself out of it. You be in your head. See, when you flow with it, you can do 10, 20 different move variations while doing the WAP. Or you can do the stepping. That's another move out of your repertoire that you can use. The stepping or the marching, the march with rhythm. That's similar to the two steps too. So I gave you four nuggets you can use with dancing with it by yourself or with the ladies. I recommend that you dance by yourself because that's going to set the tone of you dancing with the ladies eventually in the club. Two, if you dance doing the two step with your hands up, not like a robot. The second dance move, you do the bounce with your hands in the air. Or even when you do the two step, you could pretend that you playing baseball or you sweeping the floor or you mopping the floor to break, break the ice. Another dance you could do is the running man. Another dance you could do is the stepping dance or the martial dance. Another dance you could do is the emoji. I call it the emoji. You focus on your happy face. You can say, do the emoji with me. And see, and that's another unique dance you could do with the ladies. Do it by yourself first, but you can do it with the ladies. And you do those four different moves that help you win contests too. You can win some money too. You can help that help you win the pretty boy contest. That can help you win the belly flop contest. It can help you win dance contests. But you gotta practice. I recommend that you practice dancing day, a week, a month before going to the club. You can practice it every day, almost every day. So you can be comfortable and have fun and be relaxed. Remember, you have to be relaxed. Don't be afraid of using your hips, moving your lips left to right, back and forth, side to side. And that's where the ladies is gonna say, "Where did you learn to dance like that?" And that's what's gonna open the conversation. Dancing, speaking, driving, they go hand in hand. If you can do either of the three, you can do anything in life. If you can dance, you can drive. If you can talk, you can conquer the world. They go hand in hand. They're intertwined. They're interchangeable to me. You understand? So if you can dance, you can drive. If you can drive, you can talk. You understand? Those are the three commodities. That's just gonna help you with your social life, with your confidence. So I recommend you dance, you drive, and you your dialogue. The three D's: dance, drive, dialogue, and that's how you will be more popular. But not by winning a popularity contest, but you'll get more respect from your peers, your colleague, and from the ladies, and even from the babies too. Remember to take your time and breathe too. Um, you can say, "My name is such and such. I am such and such." Oh, my first name is this. My last name is blah blah blah. I am blah 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 years old. Maybe you can add adjectives about yourself too to help you be in a mindfulness, the current state, in the present. So you want to think in your head, thinking that you can't do simple things. You can do all things in Christ Jesus who strengthen you. You're a child of a living king, and don't let anybody think anything less of you and don't expect anything less. When you talk to these ladies, they're not your judge, they're not God. No matter how pretty she is, even if she rejects you, she's not your God, she's not your judge. Only judge is God, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You got it? So remember, keep on going. Even if the first 2 or 3 days is rough, talk to ladies at the club. But the next 4 days of going to a club could be paradise, could be heaven. Remember the seven. See, I knew that seven was gonna come in. Try at least 7 days. Talk to ladies 7 days down straight. Talk to ladies whether in the club or outside. The first half might be lackluster, but the other one, the rest will be a blockbuster. See, you're going from lackluster to blockbuster. So I know talk to ladies can be hit and miss. So the first half could be miss, but the last half could be hit. You got it? So I would make you greater, be better than your past. So focus on your past. So your greater will be, your later will be greater than your past. In other words, your later is greater. Even in your later years, your later is greater. So don't be a hater. Don't be a player hater. And you can say that too. Um, Even if the ladies is giving you a hard time, you can say my lady is great. So don't be a player hater. You can say don't be a player hater now. Don't mess with me. Don't be. Remember, don't be bold with your delivery. Be confident with your delivery. Believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, then one or two ladies will believe in you. Just like I want you to believe yourself when you approach the ladies, talking to your ladies. I want you to believe yourself when driving. Even if the teacher or examiner is yelling at you, still believe in yourself. Still have the same faith when you first started. You understand?